Hi, I'm Rachel Tipton, and I am a Young Living executive, and I also am a educator on how to remove toxic chemicals from your home and how to replace them on a budget. So this is Essential Oils 101. We're going to talk about some of the basics of essential oils, and then we're going to get into how and why you should replace toxic chemicals in your home. So let's get started. So what are essential oils? Well, they are the most powerful part of the plant. They're distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, fruit, rinds, resins, and herbs. Oils consist of over 100 different natural organic compounds, and in humans they provide support for nearly every system in the body. Your skeletal system, your muscular system, your circulatory system, your endocrine system, and your hormones, respiratory system, and immune system. They support brain health and a healthy weight. They are used extensively for emotions and for spiritual support in your prayer life. An oil in a diffuser can soothe a child's tough day at school and provide a calming effect when you've had a stressful day at work. Oils can be used as an alternative to toxic cleaning products in the home, and you can literally start swapping out every single toxic cleaning product in your home to live a pure lifestyle, and you can do it without breaking the bank. There are hundreds of oils on the earth, but you really only need 10 to 20 of them to build a good kit. You do not need to be an aromatherapist to use them. In most cases, just rub it topically into the skin. There are three main ways to get oils into your system. The English apply it topically, which rub it on the skin. The French ingest and cook with it. And the Germans diffuse and inhale, which can be the most effective method because it does not have to pass through the digestive system. So how do they enter and how long do they last? Well, tests have shown oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds when inhaled, and they were found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. An expulsion of essential oils takes 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy body. So let's talk a little history of essential oils. So they were first mentioned by name in the biblical book of Genesis, chapter 37, when Joseph was sold to the slave traders. They carried spices, balm, and myrrh. Genesis ends with the burial of Joseph's father anointed with myrrh. Oils are mentioned 1,100 times directly or indirectly in Scripture. And some of the oldest cultures on earth used essential oils. The Babylonians placed orders for cedarwood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming, and they have the oldest recorded deodorant recipe made with essential oils. Pakistan and Rome used essential oils in the communal bathhouses. They were even used by Christ. Jesus was given gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And frankincense is sometimes referred to as the coconut oil of essential oils because it has over 10,000 uses. Essential oils were used by the medieval Europeans, many of whom brought oils back during the Crusades. And after World War II, essential oils were essentially rediscovered, and the science on their uses grow with every single year. So, do essential oils work? That's a big question I get. I have used oils for most of my life, and my first memory of them is my grandmother letting me smell her oils and letting me choose what to put in my bath. I usually chose rose, not knowing how expensive it is. And as an adult, I learned more about them in massage school. I've been a massage therapist for 11 years. I always forget to mention that. But it really wasn't until I had Jake and was given all sorts of remedies for his skin issues by reps of many other companies. They never worked for me, so I thought, okay, oils are great because they smell good. So it didn't matter the amount of training I had in aromatherapy. I still hadn't seen anything beyond a smell. And I kept coming across the Young Living brand over and over, but always thought, no way, they're too expensive. What was the point? And it wasn't until I tried the Young Living Stress Away on a road trip that I saw a huge difference. not only in myself, but in my children. And this was a 16-hour trip from Houston to Colorado and back. And it was amazing how calm everybody was. And we're talking 3 kids and 2 adults. It was crazy. 3 kids with 2 under the age of 3 at the time. So I became a believer. And at the time, I decided that there must be other sources other than just Young Living. And that is where my research began, and this is what I found out. There are other there are other resources, but this is what you need to know. In the United States, there's no rating system for essential oils. The closest we get is an FDA requirement that in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic grade, the contents of that bottle must contain at least 5% essential oil. Now just think about that and let it soak in. 5%. That's it. So, all oils in the world fall into one of 4 categories. Grade A is the only one that could be termed a therapeutic, made from organically grown plants and distilled at low temperatures. Grade B oils are food grade, but may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. Grade C oils are perfume oils that often contain adulterating chemicals. They usually use solvents, for example, hexane, to gain a higher yield of oil per harvest, and solvents can be cancerous and are in many store-bought oils. They may also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. And grade D is called floral water, which is aromatic only and is usually a byproduct of grade A distillation. After all the oil is pulled out of the leftover water is sold to companies which fill 5% of the bottle with this leftover water, fill the rest with carriers, and label it pure. Grade A is really the only true pure oil. Grade D would be like walking into your fridge, taking a glass of orange juice and diluting it 95% before you drink it. It wouldn't have the full benefits of orange juice, and that's why you want grade A oils. But unfortunately, because there are no regulations really on oils or on the labeling of oils, anybody can label something as grade A or therapeutic, and you really don't know what actual grade it is. So, before you purchase, check to see if the company grows their own plants, owns their own fields, and controls the entire process from seed to seal, from the farm to the sealed bottle. Pesticides, pollutions, previously farmed land, all of it can affect the quality of an oil. And Young Living's oils are grade A, true grade A. Why would you go the extra step of using an oil to get away from a toxin and then use an oil laden with toxins? It makes no sense. So one of the things that stands out to me is Young Living's seed to seal process. It's a promise of integrity. Gary Young said that he never makes an oil for profit. He makes it for a purpose. And seed to seal means each plant is hand weeded. There are no pesticides used, no chemicals, and no weed killers. The plants are harvested at their peak, and they're then put through a vigorous testing process. Then they go from the farm directly to your home. Seed to seal is not a slogan. It's a promise, and you can learn more about it by checking out the Young Living story and fall in love with the company as I have at seedtoseal.com. So why do other companies sell oils more cheaply? Well, if you spray your crop with pesticides, you have more crop to distill. If you use a toxic chemical solvent to extract the oil, you pull more out. If you dilute it with a carrier oil or a cheaper oil, you stretch the oil you have distilled. So most essential oils are more cheaply because companies cut corners. It takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny amount of essential oil. 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender actually is an abundant plant at 220 pounds will provide 7 pounds of oil. And jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open, thus making it one of the most expensive oils in the world. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. A sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. And if I remember correctly, Gary Young requires it to be 90% dead. But a little goes a long way. So most oils are $10 to $30 a bottle. A 5 ml bottle contains about 90 drops, and a 15 ml bottle contains about 250 drops. So each application is 1 to 3 drops, meaning even a small bottle will get you 45 to 90 applications. Thieves Cleaner is made of plants and only costs you about $1.50 a bottle to make. You can't even get that in the organic section at the grocery store. It replaces a multi-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, and floor cleaner. The organic versions of those can run you $4 to $6 a bottle. So the next big question I get is, are essential oils safe? Well, there are certain oils that are photosensitive, meaning you don't want to wear them and go outside. These are mostly citrus oils like grapefruit, lemon, etc. So you want to make sure you put it in an area, if you're going to go outside, that's under clothing, or, use it at night before you go to bed. Now, when using on your skin, always watch for redness and dilute with a carrier oil. Dilute oils on children because their skin is more permeable and absorbs the oils more quickly. So what is a carrier oil? Well, it's a fatty oil like olive oil or coconut oil, and its molecules are much larger than those of essential oils. So using a carrier oil with an essential oil slows down the rate the body can absorb the essential oil, because it has to ping pong through the large molecules of the carrier oil to get to your skin. So be wary of putting the oils topically near your eyes. Some oils like peppermint can cause a burning sensation. If you are placing an oil near your eye, apply the oil to a Q-tip instead of tipping the bottle towards your face. You can become desensitized to an oil if you use the same one day after day. So I rotate my oils every 3 to 4 days. What about internal use of essential oils? Now, this is going to be one of the most controversial subjects you probably could come across in essential oils, but NAHA, one of the top aromatherapy schools in the United States, does not advocate essential oils for internal use. Why? Well, most oil companies don't carry any GRAS certified or generally regarded as safe essential oils, which have been cleared by the FDA. NAHA also bases a lot of their decisions on the British model, which advocates topical use only. Many of the British studies are flawed, though. For example, they're done at extremely high doses or in ways that oils aren't used, like pouring an entire bottle inside of the body. No one will do that. Don't do that. Young Living utilizes all 3 methods. We use British, French, and German. The French have been safely using some essential oils internally for decades, and Young Living has created a Vitality line with distinctive labels so you can easily recognize which oils are safe to take internally. So, this is an example. This has a white label on it. You see how this is for the Vitality? This would be what a normal label looks like. They come in all different colors, but this is the normal label. So anything with a Vitality label, the white label, is safe for internal use. So, on the flip side, look at the ingredient list of what you have in your bathroom and kitchen. Every day we put products on our skin, in our body, and breathe them. But many of these products contain damaging toxins. The average woman applies over 300 toxic chemicals a day to her body just through soaps, makeup, shampoos, and hair care products. 80 of those chemicals are applied every day before breakfast. So when you use Young Living essential oils, you're using a product with one ingredient, like lemon, oregano, tangerine, with no additives and no toxic chemical yuck. Is all this a bit overwhelming? Well, let me simplify how to get started with your essential oils journey with a Young Living starter kit. It's the only thing on the Young Living website that is half off. So if you're frugal like me, this is the best bang for your buck. It comes with 11 bottles of oil and a diffuser. So let's talk about the 11 oils. We'll start with lavender. Just so you know, this information comes with your starter kit, and you won't be alone in your process. So don't worry if you can't remember it all right now. Lavender is universally regarded as one of the most powerful and versatile essential oils, and the uses for this plant are almost endless. Lavender essential oil is one of the main Young Living products because it offers a host of benefits and a sweet floral aroma. Some of its most common uses for its refreshing scent: use it in your diffuser, a spray bottle, or in bath salts. It brings a sense of peace and harmony and promotes a restful sleep. It's also a great skin oil and can improve the overall appearance of the skin. So next is Peppermint Vitality. So remember earlier when I talked about the internal line of oils? Well, this is one of them. Peppermint Vitality promotes healthy intestinal function and supports normal digestion. Please note that none of these claims made about the oils have been verified by the FDA, and they're not medications. They're natural plants. So Peppermint Vitality may also support your performance during physical activity. You can add a drop to your drinking water and take it in a veggie capsule or use it in cooking. I really love peppermint brownies. Peppermint chocolate pudding is really good too. Or simply take a small amount on your finger and touch it to your tongue. You can use that as kind of a breath freshener. So our next one is Lemon Vitality, and that's the one I showed you earlier. This one. This is a high usage oil in our household. So do you like lemonade? Well, awesome. This is the sweetest lemon you've probably ever tried. Lemon Vitality contains the constituent D-limonene, and its citrus flavor makes a bright, colorful addition to food and water. I love it in my drinking water throughout the day. Just a few drops and I'm ready to go. I definitely just start with one and go from there until you figure out how much you want to put in. Plus, it makes some of the yummiest grilled chicken ever. So, the next one is Panaway, and this is hands down my husband's favorite starter kit oil. He's since found some others he likes too, but this was his favorite in the starter kit. And Panaway is rock awesome. It's used for after exercise, long periods of sitting, or any time for a soothing, stimulating, aromatic experience. You can apply it to your neck, back, shoulders, or legs, and pick a spot and give it a try. So, purification. Do you need odor control? Look no further than purification. The sweet, refreshing scent of this blend instantly deodorizes and neutralizes the air. Use it in your diffuser or a spray bottle for a full room penetration. I love it in my car diffuser and my laundry. It's a great moisturizer and can be used topically for an annoyance-free outdoor excursion as well. So, how about taking some stress away? Funny enough, that's what this oil is called. And it's a beautiful oil. See? Beautiful. Comes with a roller top you can pop on there. It's a beautiful oil with a balanced vanilla lime scent. I use this one on the back of my neck, somewhat like a perfume, or in a roller bottle that I toss in my purse for on the go. So, our next one is frankincense. Do you need some grounding or calm in your life? Well, frankincense is great to diffuse during meditation or quiet times to help with your grounding and purpose, or you can add it to your personal care products to promote a beautiful complexion. I love to add this oil to my lavender body lotion, also from Young Living, and use it as a moisturizer for my face. Plus, this oil and the Stress Away are incredible for emotional balance and support. So, the next one is one of my favorite oils, Copaiba Vitality. So, such a funny name for a truly powerful oil. It's made with the gum resin tapped from the Copaiba tree that's native to Brazil. Copaiba Vitality has a pleasant, complex taste. When taken internally, it can promote overall wellness. I absolutely love this oil, and all I can tell you is try it and see for yourself. Simply place a few drops in a veggie capsule or try it in a wellness tea. So speaking of wellness tea, let's talk about my gateway oil and the start of the wellness tea. Thieves Vitality. This fabulous cinnamon oil is a powerful blend that may help support healthy immune function and contribute to wellness when taken as a dietary supplement. To make the tea, simply heat your water, add some honey, let cool to drinking temperature, and then add a drop of Thieves Vitality along with your choice of lemon Vitality and or Copaiba Vitality. Then just stir and enjoy. I enjoy this oil in my coffee nearly every morning. I like to breathe in the warm cinnamon aroma and be sure to try some I like to breathe in the warm cinnamon aroma, and you should really be sure to try some wellness tea or add it to your drinking water for an extra zing. So the next one, and I think it might be our last one, is RC. So RC is my other winter sidekick. I love to diffuse it at night or make a rub with it by adding a few drops to coconut oil and then applying it to my feet or chest. It is an ideal complement to Young Living's V6 vegetable oil complex for creating a spa-like atmosphere during massage. Young Living people have been known to order the kit again just to get their hands on this oil when it's out of stock. I was wrong. This is not our last one. So, next is our Digize Vitality. And I can't believe I missed this one. This is my daughter's all-time favorite. So Digize Vitality is every fennel or anise lover's best friend. It is also a great follow-up to holiday get-togethers or any time a large meal is consumed. It is a great support to your wellness regimen and can be added to drinking water or taken by veggie capsule, which is my personal preference. So let me get real with you for a moment as I wrap up and tell you the true reason I teach so emphatically about this. Why does toxic-free living matter to me so much? Because I've seen the other end of a toxic, chemical-filled lifestyle, and I want everyone to know what they are putting in and on their bodies. If you know me, then you probably know Jake. He's my 3-year-old if you don't know me. He was diagnosed at 2 months old with severe eczema and a zinc deficiency as a side effect to his acid reflux medicine. He was covered from head to toe in blisters and was on 4 different steroids and 2 sedatives and a zinc supplement for the last 3 years. I had to use special soap, lotion, laundry soap, etc. It's seriously been really crazy. So when he was 2, he was diagnosed with a super rare autoimmune disorder, and it became clear that this was not something he would outgrow. Although his zinc levels were regular and he could stop that medicine, the others would forever be a part of his life. And it wasn't really until I started using Young Living and was challenged to look in my home and start reading labels that I saw what I was doing to him. His special soaps and laundry soap and lotions had all these horrible toxic chemicals in there. So when I started switching things out with the Young Living products and I kicked the toxic chemicals out of our home, he stopped breaking out. Like, it slowed down so much. And no, don't get me wrong, he flares up from time to time, and we have a routine we can handle that when it comes up. And there are times I still have to use the low-dose steroid cream if he flares up from his food allergies or when he gets sick, because his eczema will always be around. But as a mom who has literally seen her baby go through torture at specialist after specialist, I will forever be grateful that I can at least minimize the pain that he goes through. So let me share some interesting facts with you. The number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. 1,620 people a day die of cancer. 1 in 3 cases in the United States are directly linked to poor diet, physical inactivity, weight, or toxic chemical exposure. The American Cancer Society says only 5 to 10% of all cancer cases are from gene defects. 5 to 10%. That means that 90 to 95% of cancer cases are under our control. It's what we allow into our homes. The National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health studied 2,983 ingredients in our products at home and found 884 toxic ingredients. 314 of them cause biological mutations, and 218 cause reproductive problems. 778 were toxic to the human body, and 146 they knew caused cancer tumors. But they were allowed in the United States, even though they were banned in other countries around the world. So many of these toxic chemicals were allowed in common cleaning supplies in the United States, things under your kitchen and bathroom sink right now. So 26 seconds after exposure to toxic chemicals, they're found in measurable amounts in the human body. The average woman applies 300 toxic chemicals to her body a day, 80 before breakfast. The top 10 most dangerous toxic chemicals in our home: air fresheners like plug-ins or candles. Second on the list, toxic cleaning supplies, drain and oven cleaners, and furniture polish, as well as dishwasher soap and dish soap. Beauty supplies and personal care products, hairspray, gel, shampoo, and deodorant are laden with toxic chemicals. Most deodorant has aluminum in it, and we slather it on our lymph nodes for 70 plus years. So many scientists believe aluminum exposure may be linked to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. One of our top pollutants in the family home is laundry soap and fabric softener. You wash your clothes, it sits on your skin, it off-gases in your closet all night long. And that information is straight from the government, from the United States Environmental Protection Agency's top 10 killer household chemical study. There are 100,000 toxic chemicals on the market today. The Toxic Substance Control Act of 1976 grandfathered them in. So what does that mean to you? Well, simply put, these toxic chemicals have not had any safety testing, and we know very little information about their side effects. Dr. Samuel Epstein, chairman of the Cancer Prevention Coalition, says it is unthinkable that women would knowingly inflict such exposures on their infants and children and themselves if products were routinely labeled with explicit warnings of cancer risk. But they're not labeled. So since the 1940s, prostate cancer is up 200%, thyroid cancer 155%, brain cancer 70%, and the American Cancer Society estimates a 50% rise in cancer rates by 2020. It is no wonder that the quality of air inside your home is 5 to 10 times more toxic than outdoor air quality. So what happens when your body is chemically overloaded? Well, you may see it as something as catastrophic as cancer, but most of us feel it in other ways. Lethargy, inability to focus, sleep trouble, chronic inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues, and adult acne, hot flashes, stress, and fear. If you face any of these issues, it's time to kick toxic chemicals to the curb. You can control what you allow within the walls of your home. So I got invited to my first oils class, got my starter kit, and began right where you are right now. Taking this chemical-free living thing one day at a time, kicking one toxic chemical out of my home at a time. You can do this. It's about taking small steps and saying no more. I will not allow these things in my home. You can't control all the places that you're exposed, but you are the gatekeeper of your house. So learn alongside our team. Let us guide you through the process in simple, easy steps. Step 1 is to order your starter kit. Is to start with a starter kit, a diffuser, and 11 bottles of oil. Some of the most common oils on the earth for supporting systems of the body. They have just one ingredient. Lemon is just cold pressed lemon rinds. Frankincense is a resin properly distilled at the right temperature to make essential oil. Lavender, freshly distilled at the peak of the harvest with thousands of uses in the home. Let us come alongside you and train you how to kick toxic chemicals to the curb. You can do this. So start by heading to youngliving.com, click on Become a Member, and enter the sponsored enroller number 112-52322. That again was 112-52322. So once you have put in the sponsored enroller number, you will take to a second page and ask for personal information where you'll set up your account. Write it all down so you'll be able to log in later. The third page asks which starter kit you want. My personal favorite is the Dewdrop and the Premium Starter Kit. I'd also encourage you to sign up for Essential Rewards. You get to pick the oils that come to your door every single month. You switch them out and you get paid 10% back on everything you order in new oils. After 3 months, you get 20% back. So that's 10% back on your laundry soap, dish soap, and thieves cleaner, which is all I use to clean my home. It's one of the best choices I've ever made, and if you'd like to add that to your order, I recommend the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit, because in one fell swoop it contains just about all you need to get rid of nearly every toxic chemical cleaner in your home. It's simple and easy, and if you're taking toxic-free living head-on, it's the best place to start. So the final window asks for payment. Make sure to click on Activate and you're off and running. We're honored to have you as a part of this team, and look for a welcome package in the mail. Connect with us online at www.weareteamnatural.com and on Facebook in the Facebook group Team Natural. Welcome to Team Natural. This is something you need to take seriously. No one is watching your home but you. You are the gatekeeper. And I'd be willing to bet my life that there are things in your home right now that you are exposed to every single day that could be killing you. And the thing is, it's totally preventable. So what do you do till your box arrives? Start small, start slow, start with what you're convicted on. Let me give you a simple tip. With your food, flip the labels over to start reading the ingredients. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. It doesn't mean you can't have ice cream. Just go for the ice cream with milk, sugar, and eggs, and vanilla instead of an ingredient list of 35 items you can't pronounce. With your home, start with the biggest offenders first: laundry soap, dishwasher soap, cleaning supplies, and plug-ins. Toss the candles and plug-ins. Swap them out with a diffuser and pure essential oil. Young Living has oil-infused thieves cleaner, laundry soap, dish soap, and dishwasher soap. That's an affordable and simple to use. Add them to your Essential Rewards order once you have that starter kit. It's about small, simple baby steps. Take it 1 month at a time and swap things out in your home. Maybe the first month you focus on thieves cleaner and toss your cleaning supplies. You can start that today by grabbing a $22 bottle of thieves cleaner. Go home and wipe your kitchen down and fall in love, knowing you just gave a boost to your immune system instead of taxing your liver. One really cool thing about the Thieves Cleaner is it comes in a bottle about the size, I can't remember the amount of ounces, but you literally only use 1 capful of the cleaner to a 32-ounce bottle of water or spray bottle of water. So it lasts for a really long time. I think my first bottle